friends, it's Amy Dub, the Keto Queen. It is Tuesday and I'm home from Kentucky and we're making our first meal in the kitchen this week, or I am. I've been traveling, and as I was traveling, I was so proud of my husband. If you follow my page, you know that he had to fend for himself this week because I was in Kentucky with some friends learning about more business development, personal development, and ketones. And while I was gone, he actually fend for himself by cooking himself food. Yes, my husband can cook when he wants to. Now, it wasn't anything elaborate. He was taking care of himself with some keto bread, the Lewis Bakery keto bread, and some club sandwiches. He had club sandwiches and a side of vinegar, salt and vinegar pork rinds. Max pork rinds is our favorite. And then the next night, he made him some a meat lover dream plate. He had bacon. He had scrambled eggs with cheese and ham, and he had, what else did he have? I know he had bacon, eggs. What else? It seems like there was something else on his plate. It was a big meat lover's dream. My husband loves meat. He loves a meat lover's pizza. He loves meat-filled eggs. That's my husband. So he took care of himself. I was actually very proud of him because he didn't have to do that. He could have stopped and bought pizza. He could have stopped and bought fast food hamburgers, but he didn't. He decided to keep it keto while the Keto Queen was away, and I was proud of him. So this is my first day back in the kitchen since I got home. And we're making something super fast and simple because I want to spend some time with my husband. He just got home from work. We're making ranch chops. The only ingredients you need is grated Parmesan cheese, ranch dressing. I'm using Hidden Valley Ranch. You can use whichever one you prefer. And whatever additional seasonings you want to put in your crust mix. I'm personally using some garlic powder. So I've got garlic powder and grated Parmesan cheese. I'm not even going to measure it. I'm just going to make sure my cheese turns colors. And some salt and pepper. I'll throw some salt and pepper in there too. But we're just making a very simple ranch chop. Guys, this is the easiest recipe in the world. The fewest ingredients you can come up with in a recipe, and absolutely delicious. You can do this on chicken, you can do this on pork chops, and you can do it on turkey. You can do it on anything you want to. I haven't done it on steak. I don't know if I would, but you can. So if you're watching this video live, let me know what you're having for dinner tonight. We are just mixing in garlic powder and grated Parmesan cheese. We're going to put ranch on a separate plate. And then we're going to salt and pepper our pork chops and then dip it into the ranch and then into the crust mix and straight to the air fryer. I mean, you can't get much easier than this. Anybody can cook this. Your 12-year-old kids can cook this if they want to, but guess what? I know they'll love it. They will absolutely love it. So we're going to take our pork chops, and I should have... I'm going to have to wash these because I didn't think about salt and pepper them before. So salt and pepper your chops. Let me go ahead and do that while on the chops here. I washed them and patted them dry. And now we're just salt and peppering them. Pepper. Pepper. I got one little tiny baby pork chop. I got these pork chops at Walmart. These are not the ones I bought from the farm. So salt and pepper. I'm going to do both sides. All right, salt and pepper your chops. We've got our cheese seasoned. So again, we have grated Parmesan cheese, garlic powder, pork chops. So we're gonna dip the chop in the ranch first. And you don't wanna go crazy with it. Like, look how much that is. You don't need that much ranch. So go ahead and wipe off the excess. You don't need it absolutely drenched in it. We're just making a ranch chop. Now, if you want it like that, you can. Just not necessary. So I'm just getting off the excess, and we'll kind of swash it around here. And then we're going to dip this pork chop with the ranch straight into our crust mix. Yes, look how pretty that is. Woo, man, that looks good. And straight into the air fryer. Look at that. That's it. Ranch, your crust mix, straight to the air fryer. All right, and let me get my second one. So easy, guys. Anybody can cook this. People are always afraid to start keto because they know they need to cook. Yes, I do agree. You don't have to cook, but you need to cook. We need to eat healthy. I say healthy as I'm dredging this in ranch. We need to eat healthy, lean meats with low-carb veggies to get as clean, simple keto as we can for the best health. Now, you can do keto and eat a lot of processed food if you want. I usually recommend simple, clean keto. So with that said, a lot of people are afraid to start because they say they can't cook. Like, I'm not a cook. I hear that quite often. They'll say, Amy, I'm not a good cook. I don't cook very often. I don't enjoy cooking. I'm like, you can cook the easiest meals. If you watch my page, you will see some of the easiest recipes in the world. So ranch, the crust mix, straight to the air fryer. All right, hopefully I can fit 2 more on here because these are some big chops. Oh yeah, I can. Look at there. I love this air fryer because it's so large. All right, so we're just dipping the pork chop in the ranch, straight to the crust, straight to the air fryer. Now my air fryer is going to be on 350, and we'll probably cook these for a good 15 minutes to 20 minutes, depending on the thickness of your pork chops. Now these are fairly thick and they're large. So we're going to put it on 350. I'm going to set my air fryer for 15 minutes because they're thicker. Normally I would do 10-minute increments, but I'll go ahead and do 15. That way I can keep on unpacking. I'm trying to unpack from the trip. So I'm curious what you guys are doing for dinner tonight. I'm excited to be home, excited to get back to the office tomorrow, my full-time normal job. I love what we do for a living as a family and as a company, so it's a lot of fun to be there with everybody. All right, let me try to put this in there without destroying it. All right, normally I don't pack this air fryer full, but these are pretty big pork chops. But look, even with big pork chops, this air fryer is perfect. Man, let me clean my hands. I gotta get some more ranch. We let you in this house for that back room. He's gonna come in here and fuss at me. I just got home. He's gonna be fussing at me. All right, so I had to wash my hands because I didn't want to put pork juice all over my ranch. So I don't measure. I always would rather add more than waste. I hate to waste. Now, as far as the ranch goes, you can buy any ranch you like. When I'm picking out processed products, I just look for the best options. There's a lot of ranches out there. There are a lot of very expensive ranches out there that's probably better than this. But when I look at ranch dressings, I really look at carb counts. This is 2 carbs per 2 tablespoons, so that's 1 carb per tablespoon. It is what it is. That is my carb count in these pork chops because nothing else has carbs in it. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more of this. Just a little bit. And for our veggies tonight, we are doing a side salad. So I cut up a bell pepper, Ricky some cucumber, some boiled eggs, I got some bacon bits, some little tomato tomatoes, and Ricky has ham left over from his omelets. I mean, we're loading it up. We got some red onion. Ooh, and some jalapenos, yes. And a spring mix. So we're gonna have us a side salad, and that's gonna be our low carb veggie for tonight to go along with these pork chops. So we're just dipping the pork chop in the ranch dressing, and then straight into this air fryer crust mix, which is again, grated Parmesan and garlic powder. You can put more in there, so if you want some parsley, if you want some Italian season, you can do anything in this crust mix you want to do. Trying to get this in there. And even though these are big pork chops, all 4 of them fit in that air fryer. Love this air fryer, the Cuisinart TO-A60. All right, we're gonna get this bad boy started because we are getting hungry. I'm gonna put this for 15 minutes on 350, and I'm gonna clean up this mess. Let me wash my hands just to see if you guys have any questions for me real fast. Ricky is out mowing the one little piece of grass by the pool before he comes in, and we just enjoy some time together. So let me scroll up to the top to see what questions you guys have. Simple, clean, keto. Is this the cleanest meal? No, because ranch dressing is not perfect, but guys, this is a great meal, and it's simple, and it is keto, and there are lots of options for ranch dressing. I personally love Hidden Valley Ranch, so I'm sticking with it. It's something I love and something I enjoy, and it's still keto, so that's what I'm using. But there are other ranch dressings out there. If you're a stickler to like strict keto, you can find those if you want to. Ooh, Teresa's doing an egg salad, keto egg salad. That sounds good. Amber's having an open face sandwich. That sounds good. Keto lasagna with fathead lasagna noodles. Yay, Jane. That sounds great. Yes, Amber says the Quest chips at Walmart, they do have 4 net carbs. Yeah, they're good. Some of them are not good. Some of them are really good, but they're 4 net carbs per package. So yes, I don't use them very often myself because I'm a carb snob. If I have carbs, I want to be full with Brussels sprouts or something full in a really low carb veggie. I usually do not buy a lot of processed things for that reason, because I'm a carb snob. All right, and besides that, I'm in maintenance phase. And if you're at maintenance phase or right on target with where you need to be, then you have to make sure that you're not over consuming those processed packages. What is the brand air fryer? It's the Cuisinart TOA60. No, I didn't have a lot of breading left. There's only a little bit on the plate. No, you would not want to use buttermilk for keto. Now, you could use buttermilk if you're not following a low carb diet, but if you're trying to eat low carb, buttermilk would not be wise. Ooh, cabbage casserole, that sounds great. You guys are awesome. My air fryer is the Cuisinart Mini, good for 2, and I love it. I haven't tried, well, my husband, he doesn't eat for 2. So when I cook for Ricky, I have to cook for 3 or 4 because he's going to eat 2 helpings every single time, unless I have company and there's not 2 helpings, then he'll have 1. But yeah, I can barely cook. I can't cook just 2 pork chops for me and Ricky because he would look at me and be like, are you kidding? I haven't eaten all day. I want 3 pork chops. That's Ricky. And then, let's see. Terry says, is there a problem with going to low carb for a week and then back 3 weeks keto? No, go right ahead. You can do that if you want to. The difference between low carb and keto is just the fuel. So when you're keto, if you are eating keto or drinking ketones and your body is using ketones for fuel. If you're eating low carb, then your body cannot create ketones in most cases. Ricky can, because Ricky is an exercise fiend. He stays at the gym about an hour every single morning. He fasts pretty much all day. He usually gets hungry around 3 o'clock. So Ricky is in ketosis, but when he comes home, you know, he'll have a baked potato. Or if we go on date night, he'll have a baked potato. So he'll eat more carbs than me. He's low carb instead of keto most days, but he'll still be in ketosis because of the fasting and exercising he does. But most people, the way that they get into ketosis is either drinking ketones, keto nat, or eating keto. And when you eat keto and keeping those carb counts super low, 25 or less net a day, then your body will create its own ketones. So the really difference between keto and low carb is just your fuel source is still glucose. But low carb has been proven to definitely help with a lot of disease as well. I just love keto because I love ketones. Can you have sour cream? Absolutely. Karen says she's limiting cream. What do you suggest for coffee? Ooh, Karen, have you ever tried our keto cream? We have a keto cream product for coffee specifically, or almond milk, unsweet almond milk, and oh my goodness, so good. And it has MCT powders, it has collagen for our hair and nails. It's so yummy. It's sweetened just perfect for coffee. You don't need anything extra. It's great. If you've never tried it before, I think I have some trial packs, but it's so super yummy. A lot of people love that in their coffees in the mornings when they're trying to get away from sweeteners and extra creams. If you don't want to try that though, I would definitely recommend you just lessen it daily. My husband loves black coffee, I cannot imagine, but he loves it. So what I would suggest is just lessen it little by little every day until you find the right amount that you can enjoy your coffee with and not have all the extra cream, because that extra cream may not be absolutely high in carbs, but it is high in calories, and calories do make a difference. We don't track calories per se when you're eating keto, but if you're close to your maintenance phase or maintenance weight, then those calories make a difference. I have 10 more pounds to lose. Yes, Jackie, you go, girl, but I might go for 20 more. You go. All 4 meds, 2 to go. Y'all give Jackie some hearts. That's amazing. Amber says she'll try that coffee creamer. Amber, have you ever had keto nats? I want to make sure if you've not tried keto nats, this is definitely what you need. Keto nat is what puts you in ketosis. It gives you appetite control, energy, focus, better sleep, better mood, better skin, better digestion. Like, this is amazing. This puts you in ketosis for fat loss and energy, focus. I'm telling you, I love, love, love this stuff. The keto cream is just a support product for the mornings or any time in the day for extra collagen and MCTs for the brain. But these ketones is what everyone needs. So if you've never tried NAT and you're interested, put NAT in the comments. So let's make sure we get those. The NAT. If you want information on keto NAT, put NAT in the comments. All of my existing customers who have already tried products before and you know you want something specific, just log in. Log in, go to the store, shop supplements, and you can find the creams, the ups, and all the good stuff. But Keto Nat is what everyone needs. If you're not trying them, this is what you need. I have a lot of flab and hard to get rid of from gastric bypass in 2001. Donna, I've met so many people, actually this week, I've met so many people who have gone through gastric bypass, or I met a woman who lost 218 pounds. 218 pounds. I just met her yesterday. She was an amazing woman and so proud. And yes, she did have a skin surgery, and she's trying to decide if she wants to do more. She's like, I did it the first time for me. She had a lot of skin, and she was showing us some of the skin from her arms and her back. And she's like, you know what? I just don't know for sure if I'm gonna do it, because if I do it, I'm doing it for me. So I don't care what other people think. And she's confident in herself. She feels great, and she said that she that sometimes when looking at that gives her hope, because she did it, and it gives her that sense of accomplishment. So she said she don't know if she'll ever do anymore. And she looked amazing. I mean, amazing. You never would have guessed that she weighed 210 pounds or 218 pounds more than she already was. She was so awesome. But yes, that belly flab, guys, the best way to work that is walking. I know it sounds cliche and simple, but it is. Vigorous walking. You don't even have to run. Push-ups are not going to do anything. Sit-ups are not going to do anything. You need to walk. That is what works your core the best, is walking. Your hips, your thighs, your belly. My doctor told me that years and years ago. Yes, I know. Surgery is not covered by insurance unless you work super hard at it. You can get it covered, but I mean, it's super hard. I've talked to a very few people who got approval through insurance. So you would have to talk to that doctor's office, but most of them, they don't even deal with it. They're like, no, we do self-pay only, because they don't want to help you fight, because it is really, really hard. But yes, I'm super excited for anybody who's willing to learn more. So guys, if I can help you at all, send me a message. But I'm gonna jump off here. The recipe for the ranch chops are in this video, even though you don't even have to have it. It's in this post for you if you want to go back. It's simple. Ranch dressing, any kind of ranch that you enjoy. Grated Parmesan, seasoned with garlic powder or anything in addition. You can add parsley, you can add Italian. I just did garlic powder and Parmesan. Salt and pepper. We dipped our salt and pepper to pork chops in the ranch, and then the crust mix air fryer is cooking now. And I'm gonna get off here so I can talk with Ricky and just catch up since we've been gone. Guys, I'll talk to you later. If I can help you, just send me a message and I will reach back out to you. Bye.